Can chickens help grow your confidence? And really, it's not just chickens. So, first of all, you may not know this about me, but I used to be a vice president for a canine, for a foundation for a canine search and rescue unit. So they were training dogs, and this is where my knowledge about dog training, a large portion of it comes from. They were training dogs to save people who were still alive, survivors, because to search for dead people, you use a different type of training. So they would train dogs to search for people under debris, for example. So hurricane survivors, collapsed building survivors, and also to search for people who are lost somewhere, for example, in the wood. Now imagine you have a grandmother who's got Alzheimer's and she just wanders off. So our unit would go there with dogs and the police and search for your grandmother if that happened. So that's where my knowledge comes from. But I also trained my own dog, Jeffrey, whom you know probably because I sometimes post his pictures, and he's my soulmate. And this dog has taught me so much that I'm going to be just forever grateful to him. Now, how does dog training teach you confidence? So here's how people usually approach dog training or animal training, really. So if you're trying to teach your dog to sit, let's say, you apply pressure to his back and you say sit, right? I mean, this is the common misconception about dog training, right? Now, in reality, I mean, first of all, you don't press on his back. There's a different method for that, but I'm not going to go into the details. But what happens with people do that a couple times and then they get frustrated because when they say the word sit, the dog doesn't really sit. And they say, okay, so I haven't taught him and it doesn't work. It's just partially true. So when you're teaching an animal, when you're training your dog, really the first thing that he responds to is your body language. So whatever you're doing with your body. And a lot of us are completely desynchronized. You know, our body language is not in sync with what we're saying. I mean, maybe not completely, but in a large portion, right? And so when the dog sees you do all your hand magic and just say sit, but just do various hand movements, which really mean nothing to him or her, he is not responding to that. Now, so first of all, when you train your dog, you use your body language to train him properly. And then once he knows the command, you add the voice command to that, because the dog doesn't really care about what you're saying. It doesn't. Well, it doesn't care much. So, and it's the same with people. You know, communication consists of two parts, of the non-verbal communication and the verbal communication, which is words, okay? The non-verbal communication is everything else around you. It is your body language, it is your facial expressions, and so on, etc. And the portion of communication which is non-verbal can go up to 93%. 93% of what we say is non-verbal. Now, what does that tell you? It tells you that only like a very small portion is words. So really we should be paying attention to our body language. And how does that constitute confidence? When you want to exert confidence, when you want to show people that you're confident, to demand respect and command respect, you really need to pay attention to your body language, because people will see it first and then they will hear what you're saying. Now that's exactly the same with animals. So if your body language when you're training a dog is scattered and chaotic, the dog is not going to get trained. You see, so it won't work. So it doesn't really matter how confident you are. If your body language is not in place, it will be the same with people. But only animals will tell you. People will sense it, they will see it, they will feel it. but they will not realize probably that there's something off with your body language. So it doesn't matter what you're saying. What matters is how you're saying it and what kind of body language you're using. Now, chickens. Chickens are fun because if you want to be a really good dog trainer, then you go and train chickens. There's a chicken camp, seriously, serious stuff. There's a chicken camp where you go and train chickens. And chickens, they observe you with their one eye, right? Because they don't see in the front. They can see in the front, so they go like this. And they're really, really observing you. And so they do not forgive any mistakes. They do not forgive any mistakes. A dog will forgive you mistakes. But when you train a chicken and you make a mistake, your body language is not in sync, they will not learn. So here's the deal. When you're training a dog, hey David, good to see you. When you're training a dog or a chicken, you need to reward him for the things that he does right? You need to reward it, okay? The dog, him, I'm saying him because Jeffrey is a him, is a boy. So you need to reward the dog, right? And the thing is that you need to reward it specifically at the time when he did the right thing. Like, for example, when you teach a dog to sit, and in my case, I just go like this and tell him with my hand. I don't have to use my words because words are not so meaningful to them. So when you go like this, you need to reward it within like a second or even less. If you reward it after 2-3 seconds, you're already rewarding some other activity. So he's not going to understand that you're teaching him to sit because he's already sitting, okay? So you're just like kind of giving him a snack. He's not going to get that. And that's what teaches you to watch very closely his body language. So you learn to watch his body language, and it also teaches you to focus exactly on what you're doing when, because it's your body language that tells him everything that he needs to do. So if it's off the rack, if it's chaotic, you're never going to get results. And that's how we train confidence as well, right? So with chickens will never forgive you any mistake. Like when you're training a chicken, you need to reward him within the nanosecond of him doing the thing, the action, performing the action that you want it to perform. Seriously, if you're late, the chicken is never going to rate. Like it's a very, very extremely frustrating training to be training chickens, okay? So they don't forgive you. And you see, once you get that going, first of all, you're focused on whatever you're doing and you focus on your body and what sort of message your body is conveying to the person that you're talking to. And because people will not tell you about it, animals are the only creatures that will tell you, hey, there's something wrong, you should work on that, because if you're like this, we're not going to work with you, okay? Right. The next animal, the third animal that I want to talk about today is a horse. Now, horses are, I don't know if you know this, but they are very clever, very smart, intelligent, and they are very, very sensitive. Now, usually we tend to think that when you train a horse, you need to use the reins, but that's not really true. If you're good and you're confident, but here's the thing, you need to be confident on a horse to do this. You can just point him in the direction that you want him to go or it to go using your body language. And it's very, very subtle. Like if a fly sits on a horse, it pisses the horse off. I mean, he's mad, okay? So he's very, very sensitive. Now, what I do, some of you may know this about me, I am learning how to horseback ride. So I ride horses and I also train with horses. So I am training the horses to gain connection with them, let's say, right? So every horse is different really. So you need to establish a connection with the horse. And the horse will not listen to you if you are not confident in what you want it to do. It will never listen to you. So when you sit on a horse and your whole body is not in sync and you're not sure what you want to do, you're kind of, pulling here or there, like trying to get him to move and saying like, oh, please move, please move. If you say please to a horse, he's not going to move unless you say it in a way which means to him, okay, yeah, this guy or this girl knows what she's doing, okay, right? So you need to be very confident and your whole body has to be in sync. Like I haven't mastered that yet, but I know if I master this with horses, I'm going to be proficient in my body language with people. So that's why I'm going and doing this training. So for example, when you're sitting on a horse and you wanted to turn left, let's say, this is going to look like right, by the way, over there, right? So you want to turn left, you twist your body, and if your head stays in this position, your body moves, but your head doesn't move, which is not in sync, because what we should be doing, we should be twisting our whole body, the horse will not listen. So you need to make sure you're paying attention to all of your body. Every signal that you're sending to them has to be in sync, and then they will listen to you. Confidence when you're riding a horse will get you to actually, well, uncomfortable, yes, because he doesn't know what signal you're sending. So he doesn't know what to do, and he starts to get, chaotic, and he is losing respect for you. He's losing respect, so you're going to have issues regaining that respect, right? Now, the next thing about horses, which is really incredible, and it's true about all animals, but so a horse will tell you in a less delicate manner that you're not confident and that your energy is wrong. So if your energy is scattered, chaotic, so if you're stressed, you have 1,000 thoughts running through your head and you cannot focus and so on, your dog will get that energy from you. But dogs are more, you don't have to ride a dog, okay? So it's easier kind of to manage them, right? When you're sitting on a horse and it's either you are in control or the horse is in control. There's only, it's either you or the horse being in control. So if that horse senses that your energy is scattered, you're chaotic, you don't know what you're doing, you need to think like a horse. I don't know about that. But you definitely need to be confident and you need to manage your energy. If you come to a horse, if I come to a horse on a day when I am stressed out, for example, I know it's doubtful that the horse will listen to me because it will just see that I have no freaking idea what I'm doing and it's just gonna go its way. So that's how animals teach you to be confident. It's like Cesar Millan, the dog trainer, says you need to show this calm, dominant energy. Dominant, not in a bad way, like dominant saying I demand respect, right? Hey, Sarah. So that's how they teach you. That's how they teach you to be confident. You need to manage your energy or else I won't listen to you. And they are much better at showing us what's wrong with us, what's wrong with our energy than people. So listen to animals. Now, I hope you like this. I obviously love to talk about animals and nature. For those who joined, please do watch from the beginning because it's really interesting. And now you want to say, okay, Alex, this is awesome, but I really want to train my confidence. I really want to grow my confidence. Like I am ready to do that. But okay, Phil, awesome, fantastic. My package is on the way. Package from Florida. I can't wait to show you guys what I'm getting. Right. Okay. So if you don't have a dog, if you don't have a chicken, if you don't have a horse and you still want to train your confidence and you're fucking ready, you're ready to get out of your box, I am offering you a free strategy session, Find Your Freedom strategy session with me. And I really want to start just hammering on the box that you're stuck in with your confidence, with your lack of confidence, with not knowing who you are and all this scattered energy. We're going to hammer on this box that you're stuck in, and we're going to start unboxing you. I want you to follow your heart, follow your soul, listen to your soul for once. What is it telling you? And then find your direction and start moving smoothly like a surfer on a wave. Yeah, into that direction. So if you're ready to make the change, if you're just sick and tired of being stuck in your own box of insecurities, of not knowing what you truly want, of, you know, this kind of energy that's just chaotic, and you know a horse wouldn't listen to you. If you know a horse wouldn't listen to you, then it's time to change something. So I'm inviting you to a free strategy session. I only have 3 spots for this week because Friday I am going on a full day of a photo shoot. Alex is going to be in a photo shoot, and she loves to do it. Yes. And I'm finally going to be able, hopefully, to update my photo, which is my winter photo. So there's going to be a new profile photo. Woohoo! I love photo shoots, and so I have 3 spaces for this week. 3 spaces, yes, for your Find Your Freedom strategy session. It's free. There's nothing to think about, really, if you just want to start your change. And you don't need a horse or a dog or a chicken. All you need is you. So message me. I'll be here answering your messages and setting your schedules. And that's it. That's it for tonight. How long was that? Okay, awesome. 23 minutes. Brilliant. Let me know if you liked it. And other than that, I'll see you in a week, I think. I'll see you in a week. Maybe I'll just pop in sooner. It was great to see you guys here. I wish you a fantastic Monday evening. Bye.